is Alma, and welcome to my book journey. As you can see, I'm doing something a little different today. I have a recommendations video for my upcoming Journey Through Time historical fiction reading challenge. And so for the month of July, I have given you the prompt of American Revolution, because this year is our 250th anniversary as a country, and so I just wanted to read books that celebrated that time period. And I know a lot of us have already started reading these books. If you have been participating in the Red, White, and June readathon that's happening right now in June, so I've been participating in that, and so I've already gotten a lot of recommendations from other booktubers, and everybody's sharing these kind of books, so this is great. So some of these you'll probably already seen, but I still wanted to get a video up for you to let you know what kind of books you could read for this challenge. So I'm going to start first with the books that I have already read, and so I have a whole stack, as you can see right here, and so I'm just going to go through these very, very quickly. And then I also have books that I don't have that I will put I will show you up here on the screen that I have heard about. This is a middle grade book, Johnny Tremain, which we read in our homeschool, and we really loved it. Well, I myself more than Ellie, but it is a great story. It talks about a young boy living through that period of time in the colonies, and he is part of the Sons of Liberty. That's a group that I've been reading a lot about in my reading this month, the Sons of Liberty. So there's this one. Another middle grade book that I really, really enjoyed is Carry On, Mr. Bowditch. He is, this one takes place on mostly throughout his whole life, but it also takes place in that time period. And so this one, I really enjoyed this one. This one probably is my all-time favorite, Amy Harmon book, A Girl Called Samson. This is based on a true story of a woman that disguised herself as a man and served in the American Revolution Army, the Continental Army. And it is a great book. I highly recommend this one. It's so not only that and everything that she went through, but there's a really beautiful story about her life and her family, and then a love story as well that's found in here, and it was so good. The Timeless series, the very first one, When the Day Comes, I think it's this time period. She is in that time period in the 1700s, right when the Revolutionary War is going to kick off. So she is in that time period. Her other time period is in the 1900s, but we still, like I said, it's that time period is here as well. Okay, and the last one that I have read is The Frozen River, another great historical fiction novel. This one I actually read in the winter time. I mean, it was perfect for winter, but this one is about a midwife living in the colonies, and has a little mystery in here, family drama in here. But I really loved the relationship between her and her husband, and it was a favorite of mine. I highly recommend this one as well. Okay, so on to some books that I have not read. This book, Gilbert Morris, The Gentle Rebel, actually is a book 4 in this series. I have only read book 1, and the goal I had originally was to read 2 and 3 before I got to July, so I can read this one, and I didn't get around to doing it. So I'm kind of tempted to still read it, get ahead of the, that's probably, people might say that's crazy, moving up in the series. It follows a family, the House of Winslow. So it's this family's generation that is involved in the Revolutionary War. So there's that one. And then since I thought, well, if I can't read this one because I'm not caught up, I did look up Gilbert Morris. This is a library book that I checked out, and he did have a separate series, separate from the House of Winslow. This one's called the Liberty Bell series, and this is book 1, and this one's called the Sound the Trumpet. And there you can see from the cover, it is set in the Revolutionary War time. And so I'm very tempted, instead of, since I can't read that one, if I don't want to jump ahead, I can read this book by Gilbert Morris. I know I'm starting another series, but I really want to read one of his books this month or in July. And then I have this book on I picked up this book a while back, and it's My Dear Hamilton by Stephanie Dray and Laura Camone. I've heard great things about this book as well. It has to do with Eliza Schuyler Hamilton and her life. So this one is one that comes highly recommended. I do have another book by Stephanie Dray that I'm kind of thinking about reading, and I'll put that later because that's one that I don't have. And then finally, this book is not a historical fiction per se. It's a biographical novel about Abigail and John Adams, and it's called Those Who Love, and it's about their marriage, about their life and their love story. I've often heard that their marriage has been described as a really beautiful one, and this book was recommended as that. And if you've read this, please let me know in the comments what you thought about this. When I checked it out, I didn't realize what a chunker it was, but I don't know, I'm really interested in reading about their story. I know the mini series they did on John Adams was kind of delved into their relationship, and I have heard that series was really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some screenshots up here for you of the other books that are part of this historical fiction genre and time period that I haven't read, but I am possibly thinking about trying to pick up some of these books, but also recommendations for you because I have heard that they're good. So first of all, we have The Lace Maker by Laura Franz, and this cover is beautiful. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. This one is one that I always get hear recommendations for this time period. And then she also has written several other ones. She has one called The Colonel's Lady, and that one looks really good. And then, of course, she has a new one out, The Belle of Chatham, and she has several people have read that as well and have really enjoyed that. Let's see, is there any more by her on my list? I think that's it. Okay, moving on to an author that I have read before, Jodi Hedlund. I had looked her up, and she has one set in this time period called Rebellious Heart. So that is one that is a good one. I found a novella called Agent 355 that looked really interesting, having to do with a woman that's a spy during this time period. And I love it's a novella. It's a short one I can squeeze in. There's one called The Tea Chest that I tried to look for in my library, but they didn't have that particular author at my library, but I could possibly get that on Libby. One I know for sure I can get on Libby is one by Kimberly Woodhouse called The Patriot Bride. So that one is a possibility. Also, I've heard a lot about this series from Rosanna M. White, and the first one's called Ring of Secrets. This one also has to do with women that are spies during this time period. And one that's really interesting that Shannon over at Old American Spirit recently talked about, and because it has an element of time travel, and it's by Heather Blanton, and it's called For the Love of Liberty. And like anything with time travel, I'm all for that. Love that. And I did see that was on Kindle Unlimited if I wanted to read that. I forgot to mention, and this one I did read, and that is Spark of the Revolution by Megan Soja. I will put up the part 2 and 3 because I forgot to write their titles down, but I will put all 3 of those up here. It is a trilogy. I believe it's only a trilogy. And like I said, I read the first one having to do with, like, right at the start, has to do with like the Boston Tea Party, and I am excited about going on further into that series. So that one's a good one. But love, one I'm actually thinking about reading for my challenge is another book by the same author that wrote My Dear Hamilton. Is one, I love this cover too, The Founding Mother. And this one is a pretty new book as well, so this one would be a really great one to read. Okay, so sorry about doing a different kind of video today, but I just wanted to get this out and ready for you for July, because it's almost upon us. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this time period of reading, or if you have read another book in the past that I have not listed here, maybe one that you've been reading for Red, White, and June, and comment below and let me know if you're going to be participating in next month's reading challenge. Thank you so much, and you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Thank you.